Germplasm is very close to my heart and I have specially collected from different places. Now the collection, you can see the variability here in chilies from like a beet to a big 1 foot long chilies you have. Then this is before 1945, we did 1545, we did not have any chilies, it was only peppers. And once chili was introduced, it spread to whole of the country, adaptation. Earlier only black pepper was used. And then you can see by the name in all vernaculars, it is derived from black peppers, like Menasinkaayi, Menasu, Kala Menasu. That's what in Mirchi Miri. So this is what it came to India, first introduced by the Portuguese in 1545. But it did not have one single entry. Over the years, it has probably come through Mughals from Turkey, and then in the northeast, it has come independently, and you find different species, basically Chinans, frutescens, different types. And according to my thinking, it must have been introduced by foreign Christian missionaries there when they came there. And you see, from 1545 to this, it has spread to over 0.8 million hectares, and it has spread all over the country. Then introduced, that's all, this is all. Now, the objectives, progressive improvement of capsicum over time. These are different attributes, like you have flavors, colors, size. In flavors, you can find, especially Capsicum chinans, it has a huge variability in flavor. Then color, you get it from white, yellow, orange, red, deep red, and all those things. Then fruit characters like small, pointed, round apex, and all that. And then chilies, yield adaptation, drought tolerance, salinity, disease resistance, insect pest resistance are the main objectives. Then need for germplasm collection. See, genetic erosion due to modern high-yielding varieties. Once you introduced, I think in India it started in the early 80s, when the hybrids were introduced. Automatically, the high-yielding varieties and F1 hybrids replaced the land races. Only land races remain where you have rain-fed cultivation, as in Dharwad and Gadag districts. Then, therefore, it's very urgent to collect and save these native and wild germplasm. Sources of this will be like origin sites, land of origin, land races, heirloom types, vegetable markets and wholesale vegetable market, and gene banks. Major sources of germplasm, places of origin, traditional land races, heirloom varieties, vegetable market, and all of this repeated. See, the Capsicum annum is distributed low and Mesoamerica. Then it's the wild species southern borders of South USA to Peru. So you can see the Chinans is from Caribbean islands to South Brazil, frutescens from Caribbean islands to northern South America, Capsicum baccatum Bolivia, North Argentina, Peru, and then South Brazil. Capsicum present throughout the Andean South America. Central Eximium is Central America and South Bolivia to Argentina. Cardenacea is Bolivia. So these are the cultivated species and also wild different species. They turn to be around 40 of them. This is pubescens. Pubescens, you can see, it is almost like its flesh is thick, very thick and juicy, and probably where the species have originated, we can get a clue that this has cold tolerance because its origin is Andean highlands, all along Andean highlands. So this is your distribution of Bacatum. And while on tour in South America, I found this Bacatum with almost like a bead-like fruits in some wilderness. I had been to a South American tour for a month, visiting Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. So this is again Capsicum annum. It's mostly in Central America and Northern South America. This is frutescens. It's almost like Chinans and frutescens have their area of origin overlaps. And this is a nuclear region where we need to collect. Then land races of India, Badgi, Sankeshwar, Gauribidnu, Chikbalapur, Gokarna, Warangal, Tomato, Ramnad Mundu, Resham Patta, then Bumra, Kuchinda, Nandigram, Kashmiri, Mizo and Tejpur. These have evolved over a lot of years and they have got different qualities. Like Badgi has its very good flavor and that's how they have developed. And while the farmer chooses, certain traits like disease resistance and all they don't have. So what we need in Badgi is introduce disease resistance. So, and for example, we have Kantari, Khola, Longpi, Sikkim, Dhalle, Khursani, that is around Mathania from Rajasthan, Hathe from Manipur. We have at least lost 2 land races in Karnataka. When I came to Bengaluru in 1980s, we could see no other market chilies, green chilies, except Gaurabidnur and Chikbalapur. Now we don't see them. They are replaced by most of the hybrids. These two, Gaurabidnur had drought resistance and it had powdery mildew resistance, tolerance. In Capsicum annum, we don't have powdery mildew resistance and anthracnose resistance. So heirloom varieties, these NGOs and kitchen gardeners preserve heirloom chili varieties, seed melas and WhatsApp groups enable exchange. Farmers from Northeast India, Nagaland maintain a rich collection. These are the traits of why we should have heirloom chili varieties. Then this is a collection what I made from Bhutan, around 26 collections. And we may expect cold tolerance here because we have low temperatures there. Then important gene banks where you can get chilies. Embrapa, Brazil is a very nice, and mostly in 80s I had got about 90 germplasm from this bank. And then we have Avignon, INRA. So we have Mexico, we have then Indian Institute of Plant Breeding, that is Netherlands. Then we have Germany, then we have Hungary, India, and then we have Chile, Mexico again, Institute of Horticultural Plant Breeding, Wageningen. Then Abadan. These are major. There in almost all countries they have their gene banks. In national, these are about 16 I have given, 17. Aviator is a good collection. In US, there are 3 or 4 USDA germplasm collection. You can get them if you write, but we have to get permission to import from NBPGR, which charges you almost 110 or 120 rupees per sample. Then vegetable wholesale markets. You can visit wholesale market, vegetable markets. See, once I visited Baikala in 1984, where Dai Chili, where trucks come and trucks go from all over India. And at one site you can collect hundreds of chili samples. But now I think we have to go very, almost all are hybrids we get. But this is what? Nigeria collected a lot of chili in Nigerian, it is mostly Chinans in Nigeria. And then in one, I collected, I met a farmer in one seminar in Nagaland, and I asked him whether he can send. He sent me dry chilies of about 10 different types. So that's how we can collect. Collecting chili germplasm is easy unlike others, because you go to any vegetable market, you will get. So I collected from Malaysia, Thailand, and then South America, Nigeria. This is the way you collect. Then conservation, that is is not a relative humidity of 10 to 15% and temperature of 15 degrees centigrade is good. We can store the seeds in ordinary refrigerator at 4 degrees centigrade in waterproof polythene bags at least for 10 to 15 years. And then the major objectives of chilies are given productivity, disease resistance, pest resistance, pungency, flavor, herbotic stresses, ornamental and biotic stress. And also there is another objective for nutraceuticals. In peppers we find a number of different colors like zeaxanthin, capsanthin, capsorubin, zeaxanthin, and then another one is zeaxanthin, cryptoxanthin. Zeaxanthin is used in for nutraceuticals for preparing capsules, and it guards, along with lutein from marigold, it guards your pupil, eye pupil from ultraviolet rays from degradation. It degrades and saves your eye pupil. It is a very good market for India. Then utilization. See, once you have the different species, you should know that the crossability. For example, Bacatum annum is crossable, but with difficulty. If you make about, only thing you have to have is you have to do thousands of crosses, you'll get few seeds. But that few seeds is good enough. You can increase. I being a horticulturist, I used cross grafting. If I have one plant, I can make 10 plants. So you can use that technique also. And you get, in this I have used Bacatum to breed anthracnose resistance. This is a F4 generation of Capsicum annum into Bacatum, where you can see this is hand inoculated, means artificially inoculated, and you see there is no sporulation, it doesn't grow. And similarly, you have powdery mildew resistance. The anthracnose, there is a powdery mildew resistance. You can get it in a Capsicum Bacatum, Capsicum chinans, and Capsicum frutescens. Coleotrichum, and then anthracnose you get in Bacatum and chinans. But I feel if you test about 100, 80 of them will be resistant to anthracnose. So then Tospo Capsicum chinans, and for LC we have from northeast quite a bit number of accessions are resistant to LCV. Thank you for your participation.